Throw me that.
Social media.
Yeah.
Content that we consume.
Yeah.
Because this is a segue into that. Because like you said, people are torn. They hear, but when it comes to that, they gotta still see it. Are we as a people too attached to social media? Are we too? And when I say this, think about this. How many hours a day do some people spend on social media? I know myself working. I've managed people in IT departments, right? You know, from a background. And I know already with what I see on social media sometimes and how often I see people on there posting and what they actually do. I know if you were working for me, I'm going to let you go or I won't hire you because in a 8-hour day, you tend to be on social media based off of what I see, on average, at a minimum, 15 minutes per hour. How unproductive are you? And is it that sometimes we're so engaged in what we consume that it dictates how we move?
So if somebody took your cell phone away from you, if somebody say, yo, all right, put it this way. Your cell phone ever die somewhere in a place where you like,
what?
Shit, I need a charger. Like, what's up?
What?
I need
you go to crackheads on the streets like, yo. You got charger?
But it's real though.
You want my car keys?
Yo,
you got a charger?
Yo, that's real though. You ever see somebody really like without their cell phone?
I need a
they can't live without their cell phone.
Yo,
their cell phone is their life. I know, I know right now. What? Like, if you take my cell phone, it depends. My phone right there. If it depends. If I'm at work and I forget my headphones, I'm on my way to work and I forgot my headphones at home.
You going back?
I'm going back. I'm going back to get my headphones.
I'll be late today.
I'm going back to get my headphones.
Listen.
Because when I'm knee deep working, I like to listen to my music.
No,
I'm in my zone.
I look at that as being different. So to me, that's different, right? Let me see. I'm talking from this standpoint. I was somewhere, right? And I seen this young girl.
Yeah.
True story. It is almost like, for those Charlie Brown, Linus, the blanket, this is how she was. And I've heard, and I talked to somebody else and they said, yo, I do the same thing. It was a function we were at. She was like this. And wasn't too young. When I say young, I'm saying in the 20s, right? Yep. This is what it was. It's almost like a cigarette or whatever it is. She had to every 2 seconds look at it.
It's instant gratification.
But no, it's like it's attached to her. To the point where no matter what,
it's attention span.
I've sat there and watched people and see how many people just always have their phone in their hand that they got to look up 2 seconds and look at their phone no matter what it is. They have to look and flip through something 2
that's
seconds.
Social media.
But no, my point is this, but it's also a conditioning. When you do it so much in social media, consume so much, it becomes part of your lifestyle it's a habit. It's almost like
you can't pay attention.
I do this, I do that, and I gotta look here.
You can't
I do this, do that, and I gotta look here. Ain't that are we in the Matrix? Is this what the Matrix was? The movie The Matrix. This is what this was.
But here's what it is.
Yo, we took the pill. Y'all better wake up. We in the Matrix.
You got your phone, right? You looking at your phone.
It's the
right?
Matrix.
Hold on.
That's the Matrix.
Okay, so you looking at your phone, right? You looking at your phone. Boom, you put it down.
I gotta play a song to that.
Right, and then man, if you don't take that banjo ass shit, that's supposed to be electric guitar. That's supposed to be electric guitar, and that shit sound like a banjo. All right, yo, see, this is what I be talking about, son. Son, see, this is what I be talking about.
Unplugged from the Matrix.
This is what I be talking about. At least put on a scarf like Jimi Hendrix. Yo, how you
unplug from the Matrix?
You want them to unplug? You can't tell them to unplug. How they right now they watching it on their devices. They watching this on their devices right now. You think this is on their TV? You just told them to turn this off.
Stay tuned to the Matrix. If you're watching All Shapes and Sizes. Stay tuned to the Matrix.
So, again, yeah, like you got your phone it's not just that. It's attention span, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if something is holding your attention, okay, cool. But that's why I say it's different from cell phone to actual social media, because some people can't go 5 minutes without looking to see if they got a like or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But then you got other people who, like, I just need to be in my phone playing a game or something like that. That's more attention span, right? You might be listening to somebody give you on a conference call and you at your desk and you're on a conference call and they're talking, but you're not involved in what's being talked about. What you doing? You listening?
I'm not knocking those
or
people.
You on the phone?
I'm not knocking those people.
Are you listening or are you on your phone?
Shout out to all the people that listen to the boring conversation.
Man, listen here. You in their WebEx meeting and they ain't got nothing to do with you, but you supposed to be in that meeting because you got invited, but you ain't got nothing to presentate.
I'm coming on third.
You already know. Are you listening?
So
you know what the agenda is, especially if there's an agenda and you know, like, okay, this is a part I got to listen to. This part ain't got nothing to do with me.
So you know what?
Let's be real.
I'm not knocking that part because that becomes the new way. I'm talking about those that are engaged where every so often they have to be on a social media platform, the Instagrams, the Facebook, the Snapchats, the TikToks, the Twitters. I'm talking about those people that feel that they have to go there to the point where, and this is a true story. I've had people work for me, and I know their productivity from their work, the lack thereof, is due to how many times they're on here. And whether you people realize it or not, yes, your employees do be looking at this. Not all, but some of us, we pay attention. If you friend me on this,
that's a fact.
I'm gonna see where stuff go green and how often you post and what you comment on.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna pay attention to that. So we do this.
Yeah, don't be social media friends with the people that you co-workers and management and all that. None of that.
This tells a story.
Yo.
And also, that goes somewhere different. You young kids.
LinkedIn too.
Hold on. You young college kids. And you guys are getting into this corporate America. Truly understand what you do, what you post, your content, what you show.
That's important.
That's important because anybody can actually get part of this. And I don't care how you want to look at it and say they shouldn't be judging me. They shouldn't be looking at my social media. A whole bunch of stuff shouldn't happen. The reality, it does happen.
They do.
Because I know because I've been in that situation before.
When you are a hiring manager,
man, listen,
when you are a hiring manager,
you might show some stuff on here that you gave me a window into that I'd be like, I don't know if this is the same person we want on the team because they too far left.
I knew.
Just be honest. I knew this is the reality of it.
I knew somebody that I used to
college kids
used to work with that
get into the space
that had vodka in their Sprite cup every day.
There it is. Hold on.
Every day.
I gotta go somewhere. What about the people that turn around and they post on social media something that just took place at work or something they doing or they leaving work or they skipping work or they ain't doing this or this, that, and third here or what took place at work or what about their manager, their boss? The people that really share too much goddamn content on social media about their job. Mind blowing to me. I'd be like, yo.
I thought them days was over.
Nah, I seen a post the
other day. Remember when people first got on Facebook and all them type of social medias? I just got out the bathroom.
This is back to Black Planet. MySpace.
I'm drinking coffee right now. I just had a nice coffee.
I ain't go to work.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm working from home and I'm just wiggling my mouth.
You know what I'm saying? I just put my socks on. You know what I'm saying?
I post on social media, I'm wiggling my mouth.
Yeah, all that nonsense.
But real talk, how not even disconnected, how do people get so caught up into the space that they're not even understanding the content that they're putting on social media and how that can come back to them on the back end?
Because they're not there yet. You got to understand. I was discussing with my daughter. I started with my sister, but I was discussing it with my daughter yesterday. And my sister was like, "Do you realize you're a millennial?" And I said, "Nah, I'm not a millennial." She said, "Yes, you are. You were born. When you were born decides whether or not you're a millennial or not." And I was like, "Nah. In my opinion, you're a millennial if you don't know what life was like without the internet."
Well, I like that.
Right?
I like that. It's a mentality. It's
if you don't know what call waiting is, right? Or you don't know you can't get on the phone.
Y'all see this right here?
Yeah, you don't know what a rotary phone is or
hey,
and
these are my
daughter was like,
these are my back in the day trap phones. These ain't trap. We call it gate phones.
You know what I'm saying?
What we call these back in the day? I forgot what we call these. What we call these phones?
Yeah, you got a lot of. You got a lot of them.
Free phone. Oh,
yeah,
we have free.
Prepaid. It was prepaid.
Free phones. This is. Oh, this is a whole nother era.
Yeah.
This was back when we was with the bullshit.
I don't think people realize, like, especially our generation. We grew up. Growing up, there were leaps and bounds in technology that you don't get today. Right,
two-way pages. An example of that.
You don't get
leaps
today.
and bounds.
Right, we
two-way pages.
In a span of
trios.
In a span of 20 years. In a span of not even a span of 20 years. In a span of of 20 years, you go from not having any internet to having dial-up, learning about what email is, having like America Online, having Sky Pages, having having beepers, having Sky Pages, having cell phones, StarTax, big old cell phones.
The big army joints.
Yeah. So my point being is
the 90s was crazy.
We there was such an acceleration, and there was such that we understand what times were like before that, and we understand how perception is. So if you grow up in nothing but having technology, and all your life, since the moment you had technology, the moment you had a cell phone, you had a cell phone since you was 8 years old, and you done been on social media since you was 10, 11, 12 years old. You're always sharing. You're always oversharing. This is your world. So when somebody tells you, nah, son, you can't put that on your social media because the people who you trying to get a job from, they're looking at you like, but I don't know how to use it any other way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. You know what? I never thought about that.
But they've also created whole industries out of it.
But you know what? It's funny that you say that because I never thought about that. I've always been on the side of just saying, yo, you got to control what you put on there. You can't do this and third. But I didn't think about it that some of these kids, our kids that grow up, they grew up in this being what it is to some degree when they became conscious of it.
Right.
A lot of our older kids.
Right.
Yeah, social media wasn't to this degree but when they became in junior high and high school, these platforms were there, so they knew them to be the norm, and they used them a particular way. As they got older, they used them the same way, so they don't know the difference. Us of saying, "Yo, you shouldn't do that on there," because it's here. They like everybody's on here, every company's on here, every person's on here, every friend's on here, everything is on here.
Can a child born in 1999, late 90s? Early 2000s, can a child born in that time really understand the significance of Barack Obama becoming president?
No.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
So like, yo, I've never
thought about that.
I've never not known there's always been cell phones. There's always been MacBook laptops. There's always been deep. There's always been this stuff.
So we rocking now, baby.